So I'm not even going to do like a welcome back or anything like that. It's all, it's all one big string to me, making these videos. And this one is just like a pop-up one, I guess, similar to any kind of, Sincere's blackout kind of pop in. But we about over here, we about that game theory. So the game you're seeing is Animal Crossing. You can see the date and time. And I'm going to try to turn this around and get it up in the next hour. Because I don't plan on being on here too long. I just wanted to show y'all something really quick. And, respond to everybody that I've been promising to do a video for. I have it 90% done. It's just me, doing my gameplay. Like I'm gonna do some gameplay on Xenogears is the game I'm going to use. Not Xenogears. Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's gonna be. I might do it right after I do this video, but I'm not gonna upload it until maybe tomorrow afternoon or evening or so. It will be a little bit behind the times of what's going on socioeconomically. And I'm going to talk a little socioeconomics on this one right here. Because that's what it's about. You see, knowledge won't begin until I finish this song. Because the rhyme gets rougher as the rhyme goes on. You sweat as you step about to get hype? Or should you just listen to the man on the mic? You physically here with me, but how could you tell if it's meant to be hip-hop if you're not mentally as well? That's Rakim, right? So I wanted to start off on that note instead of my typical hip-hop as an American culture created by the chosen 1960 civil rights movement, yada, 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 right? Y'all, you already know that. But I'm here today, I'm playing a little Animal Crossing because I'm solo. Yeah, me and the teenager, we've been doing like little video game captures and things of that nature. Let me walk around, let y'all see that it's live. You see my man over here. I'll be back. I'm gonna do a little fishing tonight too, late night fishing. So I'm gonna do some little late night fishing and then play some Xenoblade Chronicles X. But I'm gonna record me playing that to go along with the other live stream that I'm going to do right after this one. But y'all know how it is. I'm a Generation X baby, and show off my talent a little bit. Like I said, I'm a Generation X baby, so I'm born 71. Yada yada. Being Generation X, hip hop is where we are the creators of that. 60s and 70s is Generation X. I mean, I get it. They want to put Barack Obama as a baby boomer, so that he can be on the same page as Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, right? I don't know their exact birthdays, but they tend to win their silent generation. I know Malcolm X was a little older than Martin Luther King, so we're still trying to figure out the generational breaks in the every 20-year kind of breakup in the measurement of what a generation is. But yeah, this is Animal Crossing, and what I'm about to do, I'm about to fly over to my son's island. He doesn't play this game. This was him and his mother's game, so I used to come home and they be playing it together. And so she retired. She done got him and her $1 billion, so they both retired from playing this game. And like I said, they went and got me a Switch 2 years ago or 3 years ago. 2 years ago now, right? Not last Christmas, Christmas before. And there it is. They went and got me a Switch OLED. So I finally got this game about a year ago. I haven't even really been playing this game that long. And so now I'm trying to, make $1 billion, on my own. So I'm about to go get some bells, get some papers. They call them bells on this page. I want to visit somebody. So what's cool about see, I'm not going to go online. I'm going to go local. What's cool about this game is that it is its own little network. On Facebook, there is a a page. There's a lot of pages, groups, just like they do with the B1 group that I'm in. Shout out to Made Good. I should tag her in this to let her know I appreciate all the videos that she's been sharing with me when talking about historical the historical importance of foundational Black America. Um, there is a little difference between that and American Descendants of Slavery, which is ADOS, but I'm not here to talk about that, the measurement of the politics. But I do want to give a shout out to my cousin Mr. C, because I mean that little post that you did where you highlighted critical race theory, but then showed a picture of our great grandmother, was genius, yo. Like there it is. Now you operating on a higher frequency. You know what I mean? And he knows I'm saying that facetiously, you know. And keep teaching, yo. Keep teaching and putting it together. You know that comedy is over, right? It's over. Like Trump is serious. Like he is the most entertaining president of all time, but he's serious right now. He's okay. Y'all want to make America? I'm gonna make America great again. All right, you're not American. You gotta go. And if he's not doing that, so. But you see, I'm headed to Disney. This is my son's island that him and his mom created. I ain't had nothing to do with it because, as you can see, they lowercase the D on it. Like I'm into, hey, let's respect the names, capitalize the first letter of the names, but then people get a little confused because most of the ADOS, FBA, black people in America, our names is that of that era. So when I send in my resume, I get called the next day, right? But once they realize either the bass in my voice or the me saying John or you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, right? Like that little bit of street life come out, and the interview's over. And I've been complaining about that, and we've been complaining about that since the 80s, 90s, AKA educated Negroes, right? But as you can see, this is my son's island. There he is right there. He's not here to play with me, so I can, I can do it a little bit myself over here. Have him dance for us, And this is the, I forgot, see, he got flying, she got shooting stars tonight. So, shooting stars you can go collect and everything, but that's not why I came here. This is the old island I used to be on, and like I was saying, what's cool about this game is it has its own community, right? That's the key word right there, community. And on Facebook, there's a page where, like, this is my old setup and everything. And up here, I'm just going up here to show where my house used to be. They go to what's the name right there, but I don't think she'll give me a card. Still remember me though, right? See, but I don't think I can activate them to become stones. But this is where my old house used to be, right here. Bam. Somebody lost that. I can't mess with it. And I'm going here to the store because what I came here for is because of the stock market. Right? So I bought these turnips. They do turnip. It's the turnip stalk market. And I bought them for under $100 on my island, like $95. And today they are $444, not dollars, bells. Bells is the currency on this game. So from 95 to 444, but here's the kicker, right? I bought a whole bunch of them, and they were already like 135 or 140 on my page on my island. So what I did was I sold that percentage of that I had to get my money back. So I already made my money back. Everything that he gives me right now is going to be quote unquote profit. Now, me and my son, we do go over this technique of playing the stock market this way, where you would buy it, but then sell it to get your money back, and then hold on to the stock that you have until you have an explosion like this for 444, and then now that this is all profit because I already made my money back from the percentage of from percentage of turnips that I already sold back for the week. So there it is. This is a part of the main game. The main game is, growing flowers, talking to the other animals, creating, imaginary friends. Everybody's on here is extra nice. It's for little kids. It's a little kid game, but it does have it has games like this where you can do a mathematical game like selling stocks, and you're teaching the children basically linear algebra. You're teaching them, economics. You're teaching them, right, those type of things that go along with the game. So it is a highly rated game that I suggest, and you're teaching them networking. One of the issues is that, like on Facebook. So when I play this game on Facebook, we just go there and we just shout out. We don't shout out because that's quote unquote what is it called? And Mr. C used to make me mad with that because it's like, I know it is insider trading, right? So it's technically insider trading. You're not supposed to shout out that, hey, come to my island because there are 444 bells, right? You're just supposed to advertise, hey, you want to come to my island? Check this out over here, kind of pss, pss, kind of a thing. And that's wherein you get to whether or not white superiority, white supremacy, racism in the form, whatever you want to call it, economics being systemically economical, where the white community is sharing insider information, whether or not it's, hey, right now we're going to go bankrupt. We're going to go do the opposite of what the market is kind of together as a collective unit, despite it hurting the other demographics. That's racism in a form called white supremacy. That's what I call it, and I put the white supremacy in quotes because the true philosophy of white supremacy would be a white god, right? A person that thinks, but they put respect, like a white Christian would put respect on Jesus Christ being the Messiah and God being his Father, which is our Father who art in heaven, right? That's how it will work. But when you have a lot of these real extreme right, it's yes, okay, so now you were a child of that white Jesus. Here we are, we're trying to get ahead in life being black Christians or whatever, like the slaves were, right? And y'all still doing what y'all doing to the children. Hence, let me think of a good name. Nat Turner, there it is, right? And we'll put dates and everything behind that and everything, that's when you get to Nat Turner, and it's like, all right, what are you doing to this black little girl? To close the Bible and handle our business. Like, that's what's going on right now, but it's not the Venezuelans, right? It's actually the black children that y'all pulled this con game on us. We lost all of our jobs. We lost all the black jobs, and then you give us a false prophetess in Kamala, we knew she was still going to continue on doing this opening the borders and bringing in more immigrants that we had to answer to, that Biden already said we're going to have to answer to. And it completely destroyed our communities that's been doing this since the 60s, since immigration had the influx of, and you go into the black segregated communities and you see Chinese stores, you see poppy stores, you see Middle Eastern stores, right? And then it's like, all right, where's the black stores at? And I've shared a picture with y'all on my block, it's Vernon Road, where Chops was the black-owned store, and everybody knew Chops, and we went around the Chops, and Chops had maybe 2 video games, Miss Pac-Man and Defender. And I would go shout out to Uptown Snuff, right? I would go around there and see Uptown Snuff and my man Duck, and they'd be battling, playing Defender or Miss Pac-Man. I'd get some annihilators and go home. Just, because I was given enough time to, go hang out with the fellows for a quick second before, mom started looking for me. Like, where you at? Why are you out there hanging with those thugs, right? But, and there it is. Like, there it is. Right, that's the reality. That's what's going on, and for that little scenario that I'm pointing out to, shout out again to Snuff and my man Duck, and all the Uptown North, in the Vernon Road gang, we all know each other and see each other. And y'all know what I'm talking about, because like I said, me and my son took a picture in front of his now halals or something like that, but I don't know if they're black Muslim, black American Muslims, or they're Muslims from the Middle East. I don't know who the owners is. But I know now that Chops is Muslim owned, but I don't know if they are, black American Muslims or black Middle Eastern Muslims, right? And it's like, well, see, you're the one, so we're gonna sit different between the religions. Like, no. I'm just letting you know we support them and everything, but there's a difference between black Middle Easterners owning them, like Kamala, who doesn't claim to, she's from India or whatever, right? But she's really from Canada. But, but she was born in, I guess, California, but she wasn't in California that long. And we don't know the relationship, and her dad doesn't, right? He's not a part of her fatherhood, right? So when we're dealing with our religion, which is one God, our Father, all the time, hip hop life, love one. Let me see how much cash I made. I'm over here rapping about the religion of life. And let me see, turn up prices. No, y'all want to sell? Okay. All right, so like, yeah, this is all profit right here. Boom, 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 boom. But like I was saying, like, it's so for the Black Caucus, the Democratic Black Caucus, to still be claiming that she's black and she was for our best interest. And then at the same time, looking past what we achieved as foundational Black Americans, and not working towards cutting the check, because we tried to keep it as basic as possible. Hey, you want to help us out? Cut the check, reparations. You ain't even give us a number. Like, we'll give you $1,000. All right, but that's a start, right? That ain't gonna do nothing, right? We got to fix years of oppression. That's what we're trying to fix. And years of bringing in other immigrants and putting them above us is what we're saying to Fat Joe, right? That's why Fat Joe is a hypocrite. It's like, Fat Joe, you grew up around us. You grew up in the hood, right? We came to your mother's, like you said, we came to your mother's funeral and everything. But then to be like, you on some next level spitting bars, and Ice Cube ate you up for the World Series, right? Who's a foundational Black American. He says it, right? He tries to use ADOS, but ADOS's issue is that they're tied to the Democratic Party. That's the problem with ADOS. And who is ADOS? And then we can point to, I can't remember the kid's name, and Yvette, and and it's not, I don't mean to be disrespectful to them too, but they are the Jason Black, Tariq Nasheed, Professor Black Truth, the Philip what's his name? Philip. I can't remember Philip's last name. The TD Media, the Detroit, like all these. There's a whole list of foundational Black Americans, right? And I can put together my own top 10 list on who's the actual leader. I'll put Professor Black Truth, but most people will say TBA, which is who's the Black Authority. That's who Fat Joe was attacking. That was his job, to attack Jason Black, right? But everybody wants to come at Tariq Nasheed for making a movie, right? That's celebrating H-Rap Brown, right? Like why? He made a movie basically celebrating H-Rap Brown, but we can't even speak about H-Rap Brown because he's still locked up in jail. He didn't get his pardon, I don't think, right? Like when Biden wanted to give everybody, all the white people, pardons, right? H-Rap Brown is still in jail for Assata Shakur can't come back to America, even though, most evidence pointed that no, she didn't kill those cops or kill that cop or whatever. We don't, right? Mamiya, I understand, right? So Mamiya got to stay forever. All right, Cool C got to stay forever, right? So now we wonder what was, what's the other guy's name? Steady B's involvement in that whole bank robbery, right? If Cool C's the one that murdered the black female cop, all right, we get it, right? Now he was, he's an accessory, so he didn't get the death penalty like Cool C did. All right. Yeah, keep him locked up. Shouldn't have did it, Steady. I mean, that was dumb, right? And we understand, Brian Nichols, right, who I went to school with. But it's like, don't talk about these things and this and that. And it's like, yo, I'm good. Like, y'all, right? But for Biden to come in and give a person that has mental health issues psychologically and put them in a position, that's what a DEI hire is. I'm going to put this person, even though they got psychological issues because they like acting like a man or they like acting like a woman, like in transgenderism. Acting is not pretending. Acting is becoming. To quote the great Bill Duke, who I say is the #1 actor of all time, black actor, right? I put Denzel top, 4. Denzel's been slipping. Even though I do like Equalizer 2, that great movie right there, right? That might be his last great movie to me. Equalizer 3 is okay. It's good. I ain't gonna hate on it. But he should have did it like 2 years later. Like he should have did it the very next year after, he did Equalizer 2, instead of trying to make Queen Latifah the next Equalizer with the quote-unquote DEI hire. Like, no, give Queen Latifah her own. She deserves her own original character, finally, right? Instead of making her a DEI hire. She's Queen Latifah, right? But using her and MC Lyte to be the spokeswomen, should I say, for Hip Hop Alliance, for what's the name? And it's like, yo, the fellows, we don't really feel that. And I get, that's why Chuck D stepped to the side. Because we was telling Chuck, yo, we ain't really feeling that, yo. We not feeling Kamala like that. We not feeling, like, we get it, dude. We got your album right here. Fear of a Black Planet. We got it. We know, burn, Hollywood burn. We get that. Right? Yeah, they using they using it hypocritically. We know Ice Cube. We know Ice Cube he was trying to create Black Hollywood. We get it. It was a metaphoric understanding of burn, Hollywood burn, and now they're trying to use your words against you, just like they did with Polly Win a Cracker. They're using your words against you. We weren't talking black radical, hate your brothers that mess with, or your sisters that mess with the other race, that hop the fence, quote unquote. We get it. It was one of my favorite songs on that album. My most favorite song is War at 33 1/3. Right? The B-sides win again. Those are my favorite songs. But that's that real underground hip hop that they ain't ready for that. So I rap pretty good for y'all. Catch y'all up on things. Show y'all some. Up. Showed y'all what I really do with this, right? So a lot of my backdrops and everything I create on here. I use my character as one of my memes, my meme, not memes. What they call? Bitmojis. Like so. See, this is so. This is my profits. So that's my profit for the week from selling bells. 1.4 million. So I did pretty good. Now, if I'd have kept all of my bells and sold them all, it would have been close to 4 or 5 million in bells. So I should have showed patience because I was kind of checking. It was a while since my son's island actually went above, you know, 200 bells. So I knew he was about due. And it'd have been great because he'd have been here and I could have showed him, hey, look, it's on your island. If my internet was tighter, I would have been able to open it up, or our network is tighter because I do want more people to, hey, if you gotta well, not see this game, boys early ain't gonna be into this girl, but this game is perfect for girl dads, right? If you got a little girl that's 7, 8 years old, it's a game that you can play with your daughter. You're teaching her how to dress. You're teaching her how to, right? Yeah, moms have played this with their little boys. I mean, it is a game for mothers and sons. And so now he's more into Splatoon. Like that's the last game that he wanted to share with y'all. And I recorded it and I'll cut it up and figure it out. But we this is something that I want to network with, other people, and this could be a show that, hey, I got older aunties and stuff like that. This is something that you should be playing with the grandkids, and we can all network together. And it's the same thing that TikTok does. It's the same thing that Facebook does. It's the same thing that X does. Twitter X, I call it. It's the same. They all do the same thing. It's just that when you're a sub of those things. So when my Nintendo account is a sub of Facebook, for example, right now, that group that I'm in with that sells turnips got hijacked by a bot or something, because our pages get jacked by bots and stuff. So now we can't sell bells on there because they want us to buy furniture from Europe or something like that. So when our personal accounts, I see it with personal accounts all the time, we let somebody hack our account, and then the administrator loses control of all their groups and everything, and that's a byproduct of it. So right now it was a group of maybe like 100,000 people around the world that we came together to sell our. But right now we're fighting a bot, and the same thing happens with a lot of these black groups. You know what I mean? You'll get somebody in your group not trustworthy, and they get in with you, and they send something your way, and they hijack your account. I see it too often. That's why I'm real hesitant on who, right? I'll friend you, but I'm at that point now. As soon as you say something, Trump's a racist, can't trust him, right? Obviously, he don't know I voted for him, right? Obviously, right? Obviously, he don't know I'm black, right? He must think I'm, a white liberal. Like, nah. You see, way back in the days when hip hop began, no. Let's go with this one. Time and time again, as I pick up the pen, as my thoughts emerge, these are those words. I glance at the paper to see what's going on. Someone's doing wrong, the story goes on. Mary Lou just had a baby someone else decapitated. The problems of the world makes my life so frustrated. I look, but it doesn't coincide with my books. Social studies do not speak upon political crooks. It's just the presidents and all the money they spend, all the things they invent, and how the house is so immaculate. They create missiles while families eating gristle. Then they get upset when the press blows the whistle. Right? That's Stop the Violence. That's KRS-One's original Stop the Violence. So when I'm seeing all of these media outlets pushing the narrative on how Donald Trump is the white supremacist that's trying to destroy the black community, when all Trump said is the 14th or the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment was specifically for black people, or well, the 15th is specifically they were born on this land and their children is born on this land, so they are citizens. It was specifically for my people. So ISIS can knock at my door all they want. If they ain't got a check in their hand, I can tell them to get out of my face. This is another quick one from Folothamp Modulus Tautology. That's the alias that I use. Folothamp is a Dungeons and Dragons legend. Modulus is a terminology from mathematics, which means absolute value, pretty much, right? And my last name, Tautology, that's the truth. One God, our Father, the art of time, hip-hop life, love one. That's God is love, hip-hop is life. Time is holy. Be more mindful of that. And money is more important than bells, dollars, cryptos, right? But y'all confused because in economics, that economics is the art of making the most out of life. So in real economics, money is nothing more than a fourth dimensional illusion that doesn't really exist. Peace.